Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey Grey Maniacs, hope you're having a great amazing day. It's me again with some more comic books. Yeah, didn't get any in the post today, unfortunately, but got some more Batgirl to show you. Fair old bit of Batgirl actually. I probably could have done this in 2 videos. Let's just crack on and show them to you. I need to I kind of forgot what I've shown now. I should have started with box number 1 instead of just randomly picking the nearest ones to me. Maybe I'll go back to, maybe from tomorrow I'll do box 1 through to, and then try and make sure I don't do any re-shows. So I'm just showing you Cassandra Cain's Batgirl run. My mate Elric has just done a video for his top ranking of all the Black Sabbath albums, so I'll be posting that up on here at some point. Probably get a copyright strike on it. It's always the way. Because I'll probably put a tiny bit of music on there to just to sort of, yeah. The Slayer one I got a copyright strike just for putting the blinking the Tom Mariah's scream at the beginning. Bit of reflection. Bit of reflection. Quite a fair old run, this one. This is number 45. Been a while since I read it. I haven't reread it yet. I've read it once, but I've not got around to rereading it. Who knows? If I live long enough, I will certainly try to reread them. I've read a few last night. I've read a few horror ones that I picked up recently. Some unexpected. And this morning I read a couple of the first 2 issues from the Marvel premiere. It starts off with Ulysses Bloodstone, and then it goes on for the rest of the run to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I just finally completed that run, so I'm going to read it. Gonna get it read, or my name ain't Fred. No, it's not Fred. What am I saying? War Games. Because No Man's Land is where she first appears. I can't remember how she sort of turns up. She just suddenly she's there, she's fighting people, and then suddenly Batman said, "You can be Batgirl." That seems to be my memory of her becoming Batwoman, or Batgirl rather. 1 minute we never heard of her, next minute she's introduced, next minute she's Batgirl. It's very sudden. I could be mistaken. I could be remembering wrong. Of course, she's totally effing out that guy. Look, she's got a bloody arm. She's basically, that arm is hers, and she can do what she likes with it. He has no say in the matter about what she does with that arm, and she could quite possibly break his neck with her legs as well. I think it has been theorised that she's strong. Well, she's a better fighter than Batman. That's the theory goes. Even though she's slighter of build, she's got all the skills. But you know, it's like in DC comics, or in all comics really, whoever's needed to win as per the story will be the one that wins. But she did beat Lady Shiva once in a fight, so who is most often referred to as the best fighter beyond the realms of death. But it's kind of similar with who's the most intelligent. Like the catch-all saying about Mr. Terrific is the third smartest man in the world, I think is what they say about him. I don't know if that means that Batman and maybe Lex Luthor are more smarter, but yeah, how can you? I mean, is it just on IQ they're talking about, which isn't really necessarily a good indication of intelligence? Because there can be intelligence in different things, can't there? Different branches of science, for example. But anyway, I digress. I'm very digressing and distressing, which is not really a blessing. They're not bad covers. They're not bad covers, but you know, they're no Silver Age beauties where you just want to gaze at them for hours. You know, where you just want to, you know, read all the blurbs and the art style isn't as nice as just I don't know. It's different, isn't it? It's different. I just like my covers to have the heroes on them, like displayed fighting the villains or showing the predicament that they're in, that kind of thing. These kind of, you can always look at them and you think to yourself, well, there could be almost anything story going on inside. They wouldn't necessarily have to tie into the story, unless those three characters, for example, who are in this comic, they may well be. But yeah. Here lies Cassandra Cain. The end of Batgirl. This is number 73. The end of Batgirl. Oh, she's fighting Lady Shiva by the looks of it. And it's the title, The End of Batgirl. Oh dear. And then we've got Planet DC. This was I didn't get too many of these, I don't think, but it was the 2000 annuals, and they all introduced new characters. This one, Batgirl, introducing Aruna. You've never met anyone like her. I'm guessing Aruna sounds Spanish to me. Sounds Spanish. Could it be something to do with spider or something like that, maybe? Aruna? Don't know. But I don't know if she ever did anything else. Right, so that run ended in April 2006. And this one, September 2008, back in her own series. Batgirl. But this was only a very limited series, this one. 6-parter. So there she is. There's Cassandra Cain again. Who is Mark? I nearly said Marquis, but I don't think it is Marquis, because Marquis has got 2 E's in it. So it's Mark. I'm going with Mark. Family secrets. Is it Bat family, or is it the assassin family of father and possibly Lady Shiva? Down to the wire. Coming towards the end now, a few more to go. Number 5, you've got quite a lot of the Bat family on there. No Alfred, but you got the main. You've got a Robin of the. No, you got the 2 Robins actually. Red Hood hadn't come back yet at this point, though, had he? So yeah, but so you've got Tim Drake and you've got Nightwing, Dick Grayson. Oh, and then finally, father versus daughter. Yeah, so she's facing off against her father, Kane. Can't remember what his first name is. Got a feeling it might begin with a C as well. Or is he just called Kane? I don't know. Right, now, Red Tornado. A 4-parter. Android, you're a menace. If you ever interfere in humanity's affairs again, we'll tear you down into the scrap you deserve to be. Into the scrap you deserve to be. Well, that's not very nice, Superman. That's not very nice at all. Just because he's a robot, he still has feelings, you know. If you cut him, does he not bleed? No, he doesn't bleed, does he? Okay. But still, he has got feelings. It looks like Superman made good on his threat. Shattered. Shattered. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Please, John, don't desert me. Haven't you learned by now I am merely another machine? We may be the last 2 humans left to fight the construct. Oh, no, I've got it in the wrong order, didn't I? I had a feeling like that. Please, John, don't desert me. We may be the last 2 humans left to fight the construct. Haven't you learned by now I am merely another machine? There you go. See, he's had his heart broken. He's a bit. What was I reading the other day with a robot? Machine Man. He's it's always the robot who wants to be a man kind of motif goes on with these. And they're more human than the humans around them sometimes. And you can hurt their feelings, and they sort of turn away from the humanity that they've been trying to get for themselves. Is that I think that was the villain that first came in a Flash, Kilgore. I think he's called Kilgore. He first appeared in a Flash, and he's like basically a monster from the internet. He's like connecting all the computers kind of thing. I think he ends up taking over the world. But Red Tornado finds his humanity. And then lastly in here we have a Huntress 4-parter, I believe. There she is. There's our girl Huntress. There's our fella Batman. Chuck Dixon, I believe, is doing this one. Chuck Dixon and Mike Netzer. It's a 4-parter, as I said. Batman's looking pretty buff on that one. And on this one, I already showed you this one already, but Huntress is looking pretty buff as well. Not to be messed with. Number 3. Looks like someone's messing with a young Huntress there. Not good, because obviously her parents, her family were murdered by mobsters. Her family were mobsters, and they were murdered by other mobsters. So she's got like a dark Batman kind of story. So she's after revenge against the other people, the other gangs, the other families that killed her family. Crime families, that is. Right, that's all of them. That's the rest of that box 17. That is box 17 complete. I think I'll try and start tomorrow on box 1. Get into the boxes and start doing them numerically. Right, don't forget I've got a contest going. Mark Nap just did a contest entry for me. It was really cool. I'm sure someone else told me they had done one. Did someone else tell me they had done one? I've got to look it up. It was just Mark Nap. Anyway, cheers Mark Nap. But I'm going to shout out... Let's shout out Mark Nap. Let's shout out Mark Nap. I've got one here I was going to shout out, but I thought Mark Nap's got, I think, less than 200 subs, I believe. So we can always do some more subs. So go and sub up Mark Nap. And I'll be back tomorrow. So have a great, amazing day. Till next time I see you. And yeah, until next time, may all your news be good news.
Don't be crap or be a sap. Go and sub up Mark Nap. Don't be late or irritate. Go and sub up Mark Nap68. This song was too short. Oh well, never mind. Go and sub him anyway.